September 6, 2025. Ohio Stadium was alive with anticipation. The air was electric, the stands a sea of scarlet and gray, as more than 100,000 fans packed the horseshoe, their voices echoing across Columbus. It was more than just another Saturday. It was the start of a new season, and the city pulsed with hope and expectation. The top-ranked Buckeyes faced Grambling State, a team eager for the challenge, but from the very first snap, it was clear. This would be a rout. Ohio State's size, speed, and discipline were on full display, and the difference in talent was obvious. Ohio State's offense moved with ease, slicing through the defense and scoring at will. Quarterback and receivers connected with pinpoint accuracy, while the running backs found open lanes and broke tackles. On the other side, the Buckeye defense suffocated every Grambling State drive, swarming to the ball and forcing turnovers. The crowd reveled in every play, their cheers growing louder with each touchdown and defensive stop. The Buckeyes executed with speed, precision, and a sense of purpose that left no doubt about their intentions for the season. By halftime, the outcome was never in doubt. The scoreboard told the story. Ohio State had built a commanding lead, and the energy in the stadium was electric as fans sensed a historic performance unfolding before their eyes. Every player contributed. Starters set the tone early, dominating both sides of the ball, while backups entered the game and kept the pressure on. The depth of the roster was on full display, as fresh faces made big plays and celebrated with their teammates. Coach Ryan Day's team looked focused, hungry, and utterly dominant. His leadership was evident in the discipline and unity on the field, as players executed the game plan to perfection and never let up, no matter the score. The 70-0 final score wasn't just a win, it was a warning to the rest of college football. The Buckeyes had made a statement, showing they were ready to compete for a national title and that no opponent would be taken lightly. This was a showcase of depth, talent, and flawless execution. From highlight reel catches to bone-crushing tackles, every phase of the game was dominated by Ohio State, leaving fans and analysts alike in awe. The Buckeyes played like champions on both sides of the ball. Offensively, they were relentless, piling up points with creative play calling and explosive speed. Defensively, they set the tone, shutting down every attempt by Grambling State to gain momentum. Fans left the horseshoe knowing they'd witnessed something special. The sense of pride and excitement spilled into the streets, as families, students, and alumni celebrated a performance that would be talked about for years to come. This game will be remembered as a defining moment for the 2025 Buckeyes, a game where every player, coach, and fan felt the power of Ohio State football at its best. As the city of Columbus erupted in celebration, one thing was clear. The Buckeyes had sent a message to the nation. Their journey had only just begun, but on this night, they stood alone atop college football, ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. All eyes were on sophomore quarterback Julian Sayin, the highly touted recruit who had already captured the imagination of Buckeye Nation. As he jogged onto the field, the anticipation in the stadium was electric. Fans, coaches, and even opposing players sensed something special was about to unfold. From the very first snap, Sayin delivered a performance for the ages, commanding the offense with a calm confidence that belied his youth. Every movement was crisp, every decision calculated, as if he'd been preparing for this moment his entire life. Sayin started the game with a flurry of completions. One after another, the streak grew. Each pass seemed to build on the last, his rhythm unbreakable, his accuracy laser-sharp. The ball left his hand and found its target again and again as the crowd's excitement swelled with every play. The crowd buzzed as he tied, then broke, the school record for consecutive completions to start a game. 14 straight, then 15, then 16. Each throw more impressive than the last. The stadium erupted with every milestone, fans on their feet, realizing they were witnessing history in real time. Sayin's poise under pressure was remarkable. He threaded passes through tight windows, connected on deep balls, and made difficult throws look routine. His teammates fed off his energy, rallying around their quarterback as he continued to push the limits of what seemed possible. On his 17th attempt, with the end zone in sight, a near touchdown was intercepted, an abrupt end to the streak, but not to the excitement. The crowd groaned, but quickly shifted to applause, recognizing the brilliance they'd just witnessed. Sayin finished the half an astonishing 18 of 19, racking up over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. His stat line flashed across the jumbotron, drawing gasps and cheers from the crowd. It was a performance that would be talked about for years to come. He was just one completion shy of the all-time school record for consecutive completions in any game, a testament to his focus and preparation. On the sideline, Sayin took a moment to reflect, surrounded by coaches and teammates who knew they were part of something extraordinary. His poise, accuracy, and decision-making were on full display. Sayin read the defense with the composure of a seasoned veteran, making quick adjustments and never forcing a throw. Every snap, he seemed to be one step ahead. Sayin spread the ball to every receiver, hitting short, intermediate, and deep routes with ease. No defender could predict where the ball would go next, as he kept the defense guessing and his teammates involved. Even the interception couldn't overshadow his near-perfect half. His teammates rallied around him, offering encouragement and pats on the back, knowing that his leadership had set the tone for the entire team. The stadium knew they were witnessing a new Buckeye star. Chants of "Julian, Julian" echoed through the stands, and fans waved homemade signs celebrating their quarterback's record-breaking start. Sayin's performance set the tone for the blowout. The Buckeyes played with renewed confidence, dominating both sides of the ball and building an insurmountable lead. He etched his name in the Ohio State record books, joining the ranks of legendary Buckeye quarterbacks. His name would be remembered alongside the greats, a new chapter in the storied history of Ohio State football. This was a quarterback masterclass. Precision, poise, and leadership on full display. Coaches and analysts alike marveled at his performance, calling it one of the finest debuts in recent memory. The Buckeyes' future at the position looks brighter than ever. With Sayin at the helm, Ohio State fans have every reason to believe that more records and more victories are on the horizon. Sayin's historic start powered Ohio State's dominance, inspiring his teammates and igniting the fan base. The energy on the sideline was contagious, as every player fed off the momentum he created. The message was clear: he's one of college football's elite. Analysts across the country took notice, and whispers of Heisman potential began to circulate. The legend of Julian Sayin had begun, and for Ohio State, the future had never looked so bright. Ohio State's offense wasn't just efficient, it was electric. From the very first snap, the Buckeyes set the tone with their speed, precision, and confidence. Every time they touched the ball, it felt like something special was about to happen, and the energy in the stadium was absolutely contagious. Quarterback Julian Sayin put on a show, unleashing 5 passes of 40 yards or more, each one sending a jolt through the crowd. His arm strength and accuracy were on full display, and every deep ball seemed to hang in the air just long enough for fans to hold their breath before erupting in celebration. The opening drive was a statement, capped off by a beautiful 47-yard strike to tight end Will Kekmaric. The play was executed to perfection, with Kekmaric breaking free down the sideline and hauling in the pass for a touchdown that set the tone for the rest of the game. But the true highlight came later, when Sayin connected with Jeremiah Smith for an electrifying 87-yard touchdown. It was the second longest pass play in school history, a moment that will be replayed for years to come. Smith's speed and Sayin's perfect throw created a play that left everyone in awe. That bomb didn't just put points on the board, it broke Grambling State's spirit and sent the stadium into a frenzy. The roar from the fans was deafening, and you could feel the momentum shift completely in Ohio State's favor. The Buckeyes were relentless, scoring on 8 of their first 9 possessions. Their offense moved the ball at will, barely needing to punt, and every drive seemed destined to end in the end zone. Every play call seemed to work. Every player executed flawlessly. The coaching staff dialed up creative formations and bold plays, and the team responded with discipline and intensity. The offense was a machine, creative, relentless, and explosive. Whether it was a trick play, a deep shot, or a power run, Ohio State kept Grambling State guessing and on their heels all afternoon. Sayin and Smith's chemistry was undeniable. Their timing and trust were evident on every snap, and their connection fueled the Buckeyes' offensive fireworks. The long touchdowns were the exclamation points on a dominant day, each one adding to the highlight reel and sending a message to the rest of college football. Ohio State's firepower left no doubt about their championship potential. With this kind of offensive performance, the Buckeyes look like a team destined for greatness. The scoreboard told the story. This was an offensive explosion for the ages. The Buckeyes were simply unstoppable, and their fans left the stadium dreaming of even bigger moments to come. While Sayin set records, freshman Jeremiah Smith emerged as a superstar. Smith was uncoverable, His size, speed, and hands overwhelmed Grambling State. He finished with 5 catches, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The 87-yard score showcased his world-class speed and effortless separation. But Smith also shined in the red zone, using his frame to haul in a tough touchdown. He's not just a deep threat, he's a complete receiver. Smith's versatility makes him a nightmare for defenses. In just 2 games, he's proven he's among the nation's best. The Sayin-Smith connection is already elite. Fans chanted his name, sensing the start of a legendary career. Jeremiah Smith is a name college football will remember. The Buckeyes have found their next great receiver. This win was about more than just Sayin and Smith. Carnell Tate wowed the crowd with a one-handed acrobatic touchdown catch. Emeka Egbuka provided veteran leadership, while Tate emerged as a dynamic playmaker. The Buckeyes' receiving core is loaded. Defenses can't cover everyone. In the second half, running back Bo Jackson took over, pounding out 108 yards and a touchdown. Sam Dixon added tough runs, showing the team's depth. The offensive line dominated, opening holes and protecting the quarterback. Every player did their job at a high level. The Buckeyes proved they can win through the air or on the ground. The absence of key players didn't slow them down. It was a complete team effort. Talent everywhere you looked. Ohio State's depth is their secret weapon. The Buckeye defense was just as dominant, pitching a rare shutout. Fast, physical, and disciplined, they overwhelmed Grambling State, allowing almost nothing. The defense even scored. A Riley Pettyjohn fumble return for a touchdown sealed the rout. 3 forced turnovers highlighted their relentless play. Grambling State's lone bright spot was a gutsy 12-play drive, ending in a missed field goal. That drive showed their heart, even in defeat. The Silver Bullets set the tone for the season. Ohio State's defense looked championship-ready. With the game in hand, Coach Day turned to his backups. Lincoln Kienholz took over at quarterback, leading a scoring drive and gaining valuable experience. Later, true freshman Tavian St. Clair entered to a loud ovation, living his dream in the horseshoe. These reps are priceless for the Buckeyes' future. The rotation kept the team fresh and built depth. Ohio State's quarterback pipeline is strong. The future at the position is in good hands. A 70-0 win is historic even for Ohio State. It's only the 9th time in school history the Buckeyes have won by 70 or more. Even rarer, a 70-point shutout, achieved just 6 times. This game joins the ranks of legendary blowouts. The 2025 Buckeyes showed killer instinct and relentless effort. This win is a benchmark for the season, a performance to emulate. Buckeye fans will remember this day for years to come. After this dominant win, Ohio State looks to keep momentum against Ohio University next week. The Buckeyes will focus on staying sharp and building depth before Big Ten play. For Grambling State, the loss is a learning experience. They'll regroup and aim for a win against Kentucky State. Both teams take valuable lessons from this game. Ohio State's championship journey continues. Grambling State's season is far from over. The story of both teams is just beginning.